Hello, and welcome to the 2025 Fall Product Program training for Girl Scouts and caregivers. We are going to be taking a look at the Fall Product Program for Girl Scouts of Central Illinois as we get ready to share this awesome program with our Girl Scouts and their caregivers. So, thanks so much for joining me. I wanted to, first of all, thank everyone for your attendance. I know that this is an extremely busy time of year, getting back to school, all kinds of sports are underway. So I really do appreciate you taking time to stop, take a minute, and learn about the Girl Scouts of Central Illinois Fall Product Program. The program will begin in just a few days on October 1st and run throughout November 1st. This year's theme is Brave, Fierce, and Fun, sometimes shortened to BFF. And the mascot for the Fall Product Program is going to be the grizzly bear. So some of you may be asking yourself, what is the Fall Product Program? I know when I first started with Girl Scouts, I wasn't sure what that was myself. I just knew about the cookie program. So the Fall Product Program is similar to the cookie program in that it does give your Girl Scouts an entrepreneurial experience, but it's also a really fun and easy way for you and maybe the troop that your Girl Scout belongs to kick off their Girl Scout year. Even if you know that your troop is not going to participate in the Fall Product Program, if you or your Girl Scout want to make sure that she has an opportunity to participate, you can still participate as an individually registered girl for the Fall Product Program. So if that is something that you're interested in, you can contact your local program specialist. If you contact our customer care team, you'll see their email and phone number a little bit later on in this training. You'll be able to contact them to get started in the Fall Product Program. What's really great about the Fall Product Program is that you can really make it work for you. There is a physical order card that is available that has 16 nut and candy items for customers to order. You can also choose just to participate online with the M2 platform. And we're going to take a look at all of the fun features of the M2 platform here in just a few minutes. Or if you would like to do a combination of both, that's more than welcome as well. You can do a little bit of orders on your order card as well as enter items or sell items online. So let's take a look at the Fall Product Program. To kick things off, our council URL is rather long, but this is where you will go to log into the Fall Product Program site and manage your Girl Scouts program. So our URL is gsnutsandmags.com/GS Central Illinois, and that is all spelled out. As a Girl Scout caregiver, you will log into the campaign site rather than the administration site. So if you happen to wear multiple hats and are not only a caregiver, but also a troop leader, you'll use the admin site to log in as a troop leader and the campaign site to log in as the Girl Scout. If you have multiple Girl Scouts in your household, you are able to actually toggle and change between the participants in your household. And I will show you where on the screen you'll be able to do that. So getting started is really going to be simple. First of all, you're going to want to look for an email on October 1st in your registered email address box. And I say registered, meaning that we use the email address that you provide to us when you registered your Girl Scout. And so if that is different than the address that you prefer to use, you will need to let us know so we can update that. I do also want to note that that email may arrive in your junk, promotions, or spam folder rather than your inbox. So we do recommend that you check those folders before, stating that you missed your email. You can also, if you don't receive that email, visit the Council M2 site, that gsnutsandmags.com/GS Central Illinois. As you can see, you're going to be using the pink side that's for girls and parents and adults. If you've already registered your account, you can click the pink login button. If you are registering for the first time this year, you will go to create an account. So that will That will help you get started here, and I will show you on the next few slides what that create account button looks like. I also want to note that beginning October 1st, you can begin in-person sales as well. So that means that is the time when it is legal for the order card to be out and about in the public, shared with friends or family, taken to an office, all those kinds of things. So October 1st, again, is the kickoff of that sale. So when you go to create an account, you will be asked to enter your troop number. If you don't know it, that is okay. You can simply check the box here that says, I don't know or see my troop or group number. You can also choose to search by Girl Scout by last name. So you will use your last name and click search. So if you are registering an account without an email, again, that create an account, you'll be asked to search by troop number or name. If you don't see it, once you click search and that doesn't come up, don't worry. There are some options here that will allow you to create your account. So if your account matches, you may see your name here. So if my name was Daisy Demo, I'm good to go because I see my name here on the screen. I would click that button and then click choose. If there is not a match and you are not Daisy Demo, then you will click the button that says, I don't see my name, create a new account, and then click choose. While we're on the screen, I do want to pause and let you know too that I do apologize. We're working here off of screenshots, but because we are recording this prior to the girl launch date, we don't have access to the girl dashboard. So we are going to walk through everything with screenshots here. So I do apologize for that. Once you have entered your email and searched for yourself, the girl is able to go wild in setting up her avatar. So in order to create your Girl Scouts platform, you're going to need to add the preferred email address, confirm, say that you are a member, highlight your goals, and design her avatar. You can also choose to add a video if you would like, but that is completely optional. What I do want to highlight here is that there are thousands of different options of what a girl can choose to look like. Everything from her skin tone to the shoes on her feet. She can really personalize. And honestly, it's one of my favorite things about the program, but the girl can really make her avatar match who she is today. And it's fun to see that change and grow throughout years as she participates as well. So it is very, very fun. A lot of time is usually spent on this screen, making sure that this girl really does, or this avatar really does represent the girl behind the screen. So from there, there's a drop-down menu about what being a Girl Scout means to your girl. You'll also need to set a dollar goal here, and then also provide a brief description of what your Girl Scout troop plans to do with their proceeds. And so then below is a preview of what that will look like once those questions are answered. So after that, then you will once again just make sure that your troop number is correct. You'll verify that your troop number, your paragraph is all good, and then you will click proceed. So then again, you'll be able to do another avatar group here. Shared this screen twice, so it's very important. Again, the girl has all kinds of options, everything from bunny slippers to dress boots, shorts to jeans, all kinds of different fun Girl Scout shirts, hairstyles, crowns, tiaras, all of those fun things. So once your Girl Scout has completed her registration, then this is what her dashboard will look like. From this dashboard, there are all kinds of different options for her to go to, including things like looking at her personalized patch and taking a look at her avatar's rewards and room. So this year, the M2 site has created a fun bedroom that has girls' complete items. On the fall product website, they can actually set up the girls' bedroom, add twinkly lights, do all those kinds of things. But this is really where the hub of everything is going to live this year. You can see, if your Girl Scout is close to earning her personalized patch, the girl can see other top sellers in her troop. If you want to add a photo or video, you can do that up here in the green corner here. Looking at Izzy's campaign, that first row here on the website, Manage paper orders would be where you would go to enter any of the orders on your Girl Scout or from your Girl Scouts order card. If you're choosing not to use an order card, then you won't need to use this option. But if you are, you will click manage paper orders and enter those orders there. It is my recommendation to wait to enter those orders until you know you are done with your order card. It can be difficult to make sure that you have the right number of product ordered if you are updating it every time there's a new order added. Again, it's completely up to you, but best practice recommendation is to just wait till closer to that October 1st deadline, or whenever you know you're done using your paper order card to enter those things. Going to Girl Scouts email, so it'll say Izzy. If that's your Girl Scouts name, it'll say whatever your Girl Scouts name is here in her emails. She can collect or click and view and send emails, add email addresses, and things like that. If you want to download any sales reports, those are here under that red triangle. We're going to talk about all the cool tools that a girl has to run her business, but those do include things like the personalized door hanger that she could click here, as well as business cards. This was one thing I do want to highlight down here, the share my site feature. The M2 team is doing a great job of really making sure that that feature is highlighted so that it doesn't get missed. Doing or using the share my site feature is one of the key aspects to being able to earn that personalized patch or the cookie crossover patch. And so we have seen over the last couple of years where Girl Scouts have done everything else but use that share my site feature. So I do want to call that out and make sure that you're using that, but M2 has also helped us, and we'll see later on in screenshots of the dashboard how they help the Girl Scout and the parent be able to make sure that all of those requirements are being met if your Girl Scout wants to earn that personalized patch. So I mentioned tools to run her business. So we saw those on her dashboard, but those include things like sending emails. So you can import a list of emails from Excel or from your, the caregiver's email address book. You can also add them by hand, whichever works for you. You can also print off individualized business cards. They will have a special code and a QR code here that will directly correspond to your Girl Scout and her information. Please know that things like the sale end date will correlate to the correct date. These, again, are just screenshots. Girls are also able to print off door hangers with an individual QR code. So if she goes around her neighborhood to collect orders and someone isn't home, she's able to leave them a cute little invitational door hanger that will instantly connect them to her specific storefront. Also, using the share my site feature on things like text messages or social media is going to be one of the keys to earning that personalized patch. And as I mentioned, M2 is doing all kinds of new features for that share my site component here. So they do have a new Share My Site toolkit. So until your Girl Scout chooses and does the Share My Site feature, it will be highlighted here on her dashboard in the purple things to do today. So they have added that there. They've also, on the fresh dashboard, moved the Share My Site button up to under the campaign area in the same area as the Manage Paper Order site. So clicking on Share My Site then will allow you to download images like what you see here on the right for an Instagram or Snapchat story, for Facebook, X, all of those different sites. You can also copy the storefront link to share via, text message or email, and then you can share directly to social media as well. And then finally, you can also use that code to text friends or family. But once you use one of those components from that Share My Site area, your Girl Scout will have completed that. I do want to note that you will see that on her dashboard when it is complete, but you will also see that in her room, she'll have the twinkly light strand is what she will earn for using the Share My Site feature. So when a customer shops from us online, they do have an option between two different ways to receive their product. So they can either choose the girl delivery option, which means that they order and pay for everything online. And then the product is delivered to the service unit. The service unit breaks it down and gets it to your troop. And then your troop leader will break it down and get each girl's order of items to them individually. If, we mentioned earlier that if your troop is not participating, but you would like to, then your local program specialist will let you know when your items are ready for pickup, and you can either arrange a pickup from the office or maybe meet them somewhere in the community to pick up those items to deliver to the customer. The great thing about this is that all of the money is already collected and paid for, and those orders are automatically credited to the girl with no work on your part as the caregiver or on your troop leader's part as well. Direct ship is also an option. And so that is perfect for our customers who maybe want something that isn't on our order card. So the 16 items that are on our order card are what are available for girl delivery. If a customer chooses a different nut or candy item that is not on that order card, then they will automatically only be eligible for direct ship. So it's also great if, an aunt or an uncle live far away, or grandma and grandpa live in a sunnier, warmer spot. This is a great option for them to be able to help support your Girl Scout as well. Just like girl delivery, those orders are paid for online, automatically credited to the girl, and then the product is quickly shipped off to the customer then. So this is what your customers will see when they shop from your Girl Scouts link. First, they will be prompted to either choose between girl delivery or direct ship here. So they can choose between save shipping or convenience. Once they shop there, if they choose girl delivered, then they'll have an option of nuts and chocolate. If they choose convenience or the ship to me, then they will see all of our 6 different storefronts this year. So we will be offering magazines, nuts and chocolate, personalized products like notepads, frames, stationery, all of those things, a new and robust or refreshed tumbler line from Tervis, as well as new fun bark box options as well. This year, we are debuting the candle storefront online, and we are excited to offer Yankee Candle-like candles to our customers. So they are not Yankee Candle, but they do, as you can see in the screenshot there, they do look very similar to the Yankee Candle brand. Once a customer has shopped, they will receive this thank you email. From there, they can also, maybe they ordered a nut or candy item, and now they'd like to maybe see a candle. So from that, they're not really able to add a candle to their nut and chocolate line. They do have to shop separately, but they are easily connected there right from the thank you email back to those products. So for our direct ship only options, those do include BarkBox, which is the prices do vary this year. The new ones are $28, and everything else is a little bit lower than that, but the cost does vary. The shipping for that is $5 per box or $10 for 2 or more boxes. I do want to note with the BarkBox that them purchasing the Girl Scout BarkBoxes does not automatically enroll them into a BarkBox subscription. So that is a nice feature that customers are not forced to have to be a BarkBox member. Then they can just get this Girl Scout exclusive opportunity. We also offer magazines. The cost of magazines will vary based on the title and the amount of the length of the subscription. There is a $2.95 shipping fee for print magazines, but there is no fee if a customer chooses the digital magazine. We're also going to offer Tervis tumblers again this year. Those costs do vary between Tervis and the types and styles. There are shipping costs then. It's $8.99 for the first tumbler, $7.99 for the second, $4.99 for the third, and then $1 for each additional Tervis tumbler that is ordered. We also offer personalized products. The cost does vary based on the item and the level of customization that your customer chooses. The shipping for that is $14.99 for the first item and $4 for each additional item. And then, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, we are really excited this year to offer Cheerful Candle Company candles. Those will be $29.95 a candle plus shipping. The shipping does mirror the personalized products with $14.99 for the first item and $4 for each additional item. Adopt a Soldier is also an option for our girls. So if a customer is not interested in one of our items or only wants to do a little bit of support, Adopt a Soldier is a great way for our troops here at GSCI to help support our troops that are protecting us at home and abroad. So the donation is an $8 donation, either under the Adopt a Soldier column on the paper order card, or it is an option while shopping online as well. The customer will designate whether they would want to designate a candy or a nut item. Once a girl has 5 or more donations, she earns the Care to Share patch that you see pictured here with the beehive. And then we partner with Operation Gratitude to help deliver these items to military men and women here and internationally to get them a little taste of home. So this is a really great program, and it's always really fun to be able to give those items to our soldiers. So here is a look at our Girl Scout rewards. Rewards are cumulative. So if a girl sells, for example, the 85 or more combined items, she will earn everything above that and two, so the hair clip, the necklace, the bracelet, the plush, the scratch notes, and the watercolor craft, plus any or any Nutty Bucks that she's chosen. And so it is nice. I do want to note that some levels do include a choice between an item and Nutty Bucks or travel dough. So for those of you that may be new to the program, Nutty Bucks is an online code similar to cookie dough if you've worked with the cookie program. And those can be used for special boutique items at the boutique for a vest or a sash or any uniform items. It can also be used to help you register for the next Girl Scout year or for a GSCI program, event, or trip. So a fun way to be able to spend a little bit of money. Travel Dough is an online code that can be used towards council-sponsored travel opportunities. And what's great about Travel Dough is that you can accumulate Travel Dough for up to 5 years and use that towards a big trip. So this past year, our council went to Japan, and that was, a pretty expensive trip, but girls were able to use Travel Dough earned from a few years of cookie and or fall product sales to be able to help fund their trip. So it's a really great opportunity. Reward selections must be made in the M2 system by October 1st. If you miss that opportunity, please reach out to your troop leader because he or she will be able to still make selections for you through about October 2nd. If by the 3rd or 4th of October there hasn't been a selection made, I will go through and make choices for girls. When I do that, I always choose the item. So I won't choose the Nutty Bucks or the Travel Dough, but I will choose whatever item is pictured at the levels that they have earned them. So I've mentioned the personalized patch. These are a great opportunity for our girls. You can see there are 2 different options, either sitting in front of a mountain or sitting by a river or lake with a bear there. A girl can earn this patch by designing her avatar, sending 18 or more emails from the M2 site. We took a look at that emails page from her dashboard. Using the Share My Site feature, which this year will be much easier, highlighted by M2, and then earning a total of $350 or more in total sales. As soon as all 4 of those criteria are complete, even if it is the middle of the sale, those patches will go to production and then be sent off to the girl as soon as possible. So those usually do take about 10 to 12 weeks to arrive. So just know that if you haven't received it yet, it will likely be coming. We will also be offering the cookie crossover patch for the third year this year. So if a girl participates in both fall products and cookies, it should say 2026 cookies here, not 2006. I will get that fixed. She should earn this patch. So in order to earn the crossover patch, she does have to meet all of the requirements of the personalized patch and then sell 400 or more packages of cookies in the 2026 cookie program. And then you can see here we have kind of a similar background to the personalized patch, but it includes the cookie mascot with the Blackfoot ferret. So as you are getting started or working through the fall product program, if you or your Girl Scout has any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Your troop leader, first of all, is always a great and valuable resource. Otherwise, you can visit our website, which is getyourgirlpower.org, and there is a fall product section on our website. You can also email customer care at girlscouts-gsci.org or call 888-623-1237, and either a member of our customer care team will be able to assist you, or they will connect you with your local program specialist for more assistance. M2 also offers customer care support. And so you can send them an email at support.gsnutsandmags.com or by calling 1-800-372-8520. Regardless of who you decide to reach out to, any and all of us are more than willing to assist you with any of the questions. This program is designed to be very simple, fun, and easy. And so if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, because we want to make this as smooth as possible for you and for your Girl Scout as well. So I wanted to thank you for taking time to view this training. I know that we went through a lot of information. So as always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to our council. We are all more than willing to help you. And I hope that you have the best and most successful fall product program. Good luck and have a great time. Thanks so much again for your attention today.